Hey there, it's Gabe with API Nation. Hey, recently we had this awesome Dotloop and Google Sheets webinar, and while we were going through it, showing you how you could take all your Dotloop loops, participants, and people and have them automatically create a real-time spreadsheet of the work you're doing. One of the brokers in that webinar had an awesome question. I would like to create this sheet, and then using just specific information from this sheet, I want to send that to another Google Sheet. So it sounded like she had a report set up in another Google Sheet, and she would love to, instead of going into Dotloop, pulling that specific information, going back to her report, she'd love to just have that stuff automatically pulled from this sheet we are creating for her. And that is absolutely doable. Let me show you. So here's that Dotloop loops, and let's say she's got another report, and in that report she just needs the loop names. So this is a lot of great information, but sometimes you just need a piece of it for another report. So she just needs this A column. So I'm going to open up this untitled spreadsheet. Here we go. So that's she's got a whole report on here, and she just needs the loop names to go with it. So in order to do that, you're just going to do put an equal sign for a function, and then we're going to type import range. There you can see it at the bottom. I can go ahead and click on that, and it gives you an example of what it's looking for. It is looking for a URL of another spreadsheet and the range in that spreadsheet. So go ahead and make sure you type a quotation mark here, and then you're going to copy over the URL from that other spreadsheet. Cool. And close it with a quotation. And now we're going to do a comma, and we're going to add that second piece that it's looking for. What is the range? So we're going to open with a quotation again, and you can just go back there and see this is sheet 1, and we are looking for probably all of column A. So let's give that a shot. Here we go, sheet 1. It also says when you do the name, so do the name and then an exclamation mark. So I'm going to do sheet 1, exclamation, and then I'm just going to put the column. Let's just do A to A. And that should give me, close it with a quotation, and that should give me that whole A column full of loop names. Let's hit enter. Loading up. And there you go. So now, if she has this whole other report going on in this other spreadsheet, this A column is now being referenced from the column that API Nation's sync is creating. So if API Nation updates anything in here, it'll update the spreadsheet. So this is now updated test loop. And then when she goes back to her spreadsheet and refreshes it, oh, there it is. Now it's updated test loop. So you can have your Dotloop power up this awesome full spreadsheet full of data, and then you can use pieces of that in other reports and charts that you're creating. So like I said, that is the import range function. Just hit equals, import range, and then you're just going to paste that URL and the range. So if you have any questions about that, drop them in the comments below. But it's super great idea from that webinar. I'm glad you asked that question. And like I said, if you have any questions, let us know.